Hello and welcome to Cars at 100, and on today's video I have a nice 2022 Audi A6 55 Tfsi Quattro. That's the full name of this car. We're gonna look at this car from the outside, check this car on the inside, and check the window sticker for some of the options that come on this car. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. Let's check out this car from the outside first. As you can see, this is brand new Audi A6, and you have this nice front here. As you can see, you have a black optics package. It's one of the packages that is included on this car, and you have this blacked out accents. As you can see, they're like black piano finish and give this car a sporty look. You can get this car in any trim you want. You can also get the S6, even sportier and even faster version with a little bit more powerful engine than this one, but this is very good, under 340 horsepower, and it's really good in terms of the acceleration as well as a regular car. But it's not a regular car, it's a nice car. So let's check out this accents here. As you can see, you have the radar cruise control as well as the some of the autonomous driving. This car will drive by itself. It's better than just the adaptive cruise control. It's a level higher. You have the Quattro badge here because this car is all-wheel drive. As you know, Audis are renowned to have their best all-wheel drive system, and this Quattro badge really means something. You have these nice headlights here. As you can see, these headlights are not quite the upper level of the headlight you can get for this car, but still they are nice LED daytime running light, and they're really kind of a matrix type of looking headlight. You can also get a higher kind of a quality of a headlight for this car, but this car doesn't come with it. But also you have all around these, washer for headlight, and you have some of the adaptive things for the car that really keep your car clean as much as possible in terms of all the accessories. But if we go around, you have the parking sensors here. It's one of the safety features for this car and one of the practicality features. And you have a kind of a camera that helps you. I will show you that on the inside as well. You have these nice optional wheels. These wheels come with a trim, one of the trims for this car, and they are 20-inch rims, and they are wrapped in all-season tire, which is really good, even though this is a sporty trim. But they're measured 255, 40 are 20-inch all around. They're not staggered. All around is the same size of the tire and rim. If we go around to the side, we have the S-Line badge here, and you have this nice Mythos gray paint on this car. It is really nice. It's kind of a Nardo gray paint that Audis have, but this is a little bit different. I guess it is more sparkly, it is more metallic. We have a keyless entry, keyless roll, of course, on this car, and you have a keyless entry from the back doors as well. So luxury feature, it's a luxury car as well. Go around, you have this blacked out accents all around. This is one of the options that I will show you on the window sticker as well. But if we go around, you have in the rear the nice LED tail lights, have a black accents here as well. Everything that you see black would have been chrome on a regular A6 that you get as a base car, but this is more of a sporty appeal. What I don't really like in terms of the rear for this car is these exhaust outlets here. As you can see, they are not connected. The exhaust pipes are right under. I don't know why Audi does it, but they kind of accentuate. What I don't really like is how they accentuate that there is exhaust in there, but they don't really do it. I don't know why they deliberately show it as a fake. It is kind of weird to me. But if we go around, you have the A6 badges, and you have this Audi rings as well. It is also optional. I will show you that on the window sticker as well. Quattro badge, one more here. And if we go around, you have this nice kind of a LED tail light here, but compared to Audi A8, you don't have the light strip that goes around. But in terms of the design, this is more of a practical car. It's more compact than Audi A8. Audi A8 is more prestigious car. It is bigger. It is for somebody who likes to be chauffeured around. This is car for those who want to drive the Audi. So as we go around, we have a nice gas cap here. Everything is very stylish, as you can see on this car. You have these very conservative lines on this car, and this is car for somebody who is a businessman but occasionally wants to drive quickly to day-to-day basis, and this car delivers in terms of the sportiness and the luxury appeal. you have this nice side mirrors. They are side door mounted. They're not mounted to the actual frame of the window, which is very cool in my opinion. And they have this very nice design. You have a turn signal integrated in them as well. So generally, I would say in terms of the design, even for these rims are really cool looking. They have really nice Audi Sport badge here, meaning that you get something special in terms of the design as a sporty kind of appeal to this kind of a base A6, but with a little bit more flair to it. And this is a good in terms of the prestige and how it looks on the road as a car. And I would say it's one of the top cars. I would say it's a little bit better than BMW 540 that this competes with. So let's check out this car on the inside. So here we have the Audi A6 key fob. As you can see, it is very minimalistic looking. It's very small. And as you can see here, you have the physical key inside it. And if anything, you can pop that little plastic from here. And if the key fob dies, you can still open the door, which is really nice. You have the lock, you have unlock, and you have a twice press for the trunk release. And as you can see, when you lock the car, the side mirrors will close. Very nice safety feature as well when you park. So you can keep this key fob in your pocket, and you can keylessly, without touching your key, if it's in your pocket, you can lock the car with the groove edge here, and you can unlock it with a sensor behind the door opener handle, just like this. And if you're wondering, the side mirrors will open automatically once you start driving the car, once you start the car. So as you can see here, you have the nice wood inlays here. This is actual wood. You have the nice stitching up top. You have the leather everywhere. This is premium vehicle, and it shows it. You have automatic up and down for all four sides in terms of the windows. In this car, you have a memory seating integrated nicely into this chrome trim here, and overall it feels very sturdy, very luxurious, and very much quality in this car. There is so much quality in this car in everything you touch, in the buttons, the way it clicks, the way it gives you the feedback. You have the alarm here, and overall I would say it is a nice, generally equipped car. You have the boot pocket here as well as the bottle holder. You have the trunk release button here, and you have a Bang & Olufsen optional sound system. It's one of the options that come on this car. And you have two speakers here. You have the S-Line logo here on the door sill. It's really nice. Even though it's not an S6, still you get S-Line kind of package for this car. That's how they name it in Audi. And you have the all-season floor mats. You have a nice top-mounted pedals there. They're not aluminum kind of covered on top, which is interesting because this car is almost fully loaded as an S-Class, as an A6 car. And you have this nice bolster here. As you can see, these seats are really nice in terms of the quality. This is a nice leather. It kind of integrates nicely in terms of the luxury and sporty appeal. You have the nice bolstering down here and up here as well. You also have very good seating options here. These are automatic seats, of course, in such a luxury car, and you have many ways you can adjust the seat, including the memory seating for two people. And top bolstering, and overall the perforation is really good. If we jump inside, you can really see how sporty this car is in terms of the steering wheel, in terms of the quality of the design and everything. And you have this wood inlays in here, more pronounced in terms of the luxury appeal of this car. So let me show you that in more detail. Nice solid close on the door. You have this very good design on this car, very conservative, but at the same time it feels nice in terms of the quality that this car brings to the table. In my opinion, this is more quality than BMW, and it is a little bit less quality than Mercedes-Benz. So Audi always held this middle position between Mercedes-Benz and BMW, and it really shows here because it is more sporty here. Not that much luxury compared to Mercedes-Benz. Even when you get a sportiest Mercedes-Benz car, you don't get as much sportiness as much as luxury in that car compared to this car. Even if you get the A8, this car will still look more of a sporty car than a luxury car. But Audis are more generally luxury than sporty, and BMWs are more sporty than luxury, and Mercedes-Benz combines two, but mostly luxury. So as you can see here, in terms of the design, it is very minimalistic. Audi has redesigned this cabin some time ago, and they have made a great kind of a idea in terms of the minimalism here. You have the screens here, you have 3 screens here. All of them do different things, but this screen is the most interesting because you have the map here. So if we start the car just like this, it feels very interesting in this car in terms of the quality, in terms of the design, in terms of the grit, and how this car really makes you feel in terms of what it is. And when you get this car, it's a great feedback to a driver, to a user of this car. You have the screen here, as you can see, it's already into the climate mode, and you have this screen that you can adjust as well. And when you press the screen, it gives you that type of a haptic feedback. Even though it doesn't press anything, that touch that it feels that you do kind of gives that vibration as a feedback. But you have many different options here. As you can see, you also have a media options here, and this screen is primarily for the climate control options. As you can see, you also can adjust many things here, as well as the home link. You can adjust if you have a garage. You can turn off the screen just like this. You can turn off the top screen, you can have the bottom screen only, and you can also adjust many options here in terms of the climate control options. You have a driver select option here that gives you the ability to have many different feels for this car. You have automatic that will adapt to your driving behavior. You have dynamic, which is primarily more sporty driving, and you have a comfort as well in terms of the most comfortable option as it implies. You also have option here for the individual. So if you go into individual, you can adjust how the car drives, the steering as well. So you can put the car into individual mode. You can have the drive balanced and steering sporty, or you can have a comfortable steering but sporty drive. So you can mix and match as these two options. It gives you somewhat some of the features of the manipulation that manually you can do. You have options here for the driver assistance. So the driver assistance also can be adjusted in terms of what it gives you as a assistance, as a how this car helps you to navigate when you drive. And it's really good. You have the basic, that least intrusions, and maximum the most safest way you can use this car. You also have a camera here, and you also have a 3D camera here that you can adjust like this. As you can see, it's like we have a drone flying around this car. We can see everything, how this car is and how it's parked, and it's very convenient. We can see it from the top here as well. It is very convenient when you use this car every day and you want to park in a tight spaces or get out of the tight space. It's very useful. If you never use this, it is one of the best options on this car. You also have a traction control button here as well, which you can turn off as well, and you have some of the defrost options there as well. In terms as a buttons, just like the haptic touch on the displays here, you still have the same type of feel for these buttons as well. In terms of the touch, they don't really flex in terms of the buttons, but they give you that feedback in terms of the haptic touch. So you have the knob here, the only knob here for the volume and track and seek. And if we look a little bit further down, we have the nice transmission lever here. It looks really cool because it's like a pistol grip. and you can manipulate transmission like this. You can go into sport mode as well with a click of the down twice, or you can go to drive regular mode, and you can park it like this. And if you go into camera mode, when you go into reverse, you can put the car into 3D as well while you're in this, so you can control it like this when you park in real time. Very convenient. You also have here option for automatic handbrake that will turn on. You can turn this on automatically through the infotainment. You have two cup holders here. You have a 12-volt power outlet, and you have a little slot there to keep your key fob in there, just like this. You also have a wireless charger in this car. You have two USB Type-Cs, and you have a wireless Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. This design is really nice, very minimalistic looking. You have this vents here. They don't close just like in Audi A8 that I reviewed recently. You still have these vents integrated nicely though, and it looks very nice in terms of the design. I would say this stitching on top makes it look luxurious as well. Now, in terms of the steering wheel is sporty, somewhat sporty. You have some bolstering here. You have 10 and 2 as well, and you have options here in terms of the buttons. You have the manipulation for that middle display, for that actual display, but display within a display, and you have the view button here. And you also have options here for the volume and some of the Bluetooth options on the right of the steering wheel. It's not a flat bottom, but it's kind of like a, you know, squished on the sides, make it look like a little bit like a upside down egg. And overall, it's a very nice in terms of the driving, in terms of the feeling. You have paddle shifters here on the back of the steering wheel. Steering wheel is not that thick, but you have some thickness here compared to the top. And overall, the most important, one of the important things in this car that really me personally makes me feel really nice driving this car is this screen. So you can put that screen into navigation mode, and you have the full screen for the navigation. And if we go into that mode, we can actually see that when we go into different options for that screen. And this is very unique, and Audi has made this first and everybody followed with it, but everybody did it differently. I think the only car that really did it on the same level as Audi was Mercedes-Benz, but this is really nice. You can change the view, you can have the map in the middle, or you can have mostly the map and the tach and speedo. It is very unique and very you know, comfortable to drive like this. Now, in terms of the window sticker, as you can see here, you have some of the options that are standard equipment, and you have the options that come on this car in terms of the actual options. So packages and options. As you can see there, you can pause the video at any second to see all of this. And the base price for this 22 Audi A6 55 Tfsi Quattro is $59,800, and as it equipped in this review is $70,000, $650. And you have 24 miles per gallon combined, 21 in the city, 30 on the highway. And final assembly point is Neckarsulm, Germany. So this is German engineered and German built car. Let's check out the back seats. So into the back seats, you have the keyless entry as well here. If you want to just enter the back doors, and just like this, you will be able to enter this back entrance to the back of this Audi A6. And if we jump inside and close the door, nice solid feel. And as you can see, the quality is really nice. Even for this headrest, as you can see, the stitching is beautiful. Everything is nice. You have this nice kind of a climate control screen here, but this is not a screen. This is just dials here. You can adjust it like this. you have 2-zone climate control here, and each zone gets its own temperature and the way the fan blows and how much heat or cold you get, and it's very comfortable. You also have a heated back seats as well. You have 2 USB Type-Cs here as well, makes 4 total USB Type-Cs in this car, and you have a second power outlet, 12-volt power outlet, just like up front in that glove box, in that middle storage. And you have a nets for the storage here on each front seat, behind each front seat. And overall, this car looks beautiful in terms of this wood inlays, and very nice feel in terms of the quality and seating here. You also have this middle handrest here that is with your 2 cup holders, very comfortably integrated. And you have storage here, nicely felt lined, actually more softer than the felt line. This is felt line times 2, and you have nice stitching all around in this car. Let's check out the trunk space. In order to enter the trunk, you have to have key fob in your pocket, and you can unlock it just like I unlocked it now, or you can press the key fob twice like I showed you before, and the trunk will automatically unlock. And you can also close it with the press of this button. In terms of the trunk space, is quite roomy, and you also have a spare tire, and you have, I guess, sound system subwoofer here, if I'm not mistaken. You have some options to jack your vehicle up. You get all these options here because these tires that are equipped on this car are not run flat. They are all-season tires, regular tires. You have a net to hold your belongings in one place, and you have regular floor mats when you get all-season floor mats with this car. Let's check out what's under the hood. I hope you enjoyed today's review of this 2022 Audi A6 55 Tfsi Quattro. If you have any questions about this or any other car, please leave a comment and I will get back to you. And also, if you want to get this car or any other car either leased or financed, you can refer to this company, and I'm going to put all the information in the description box so you can refer to that as well. So I'll see you next time. Stay loving cars.